How's it going? Aloha. Today is March 4th, and God is telling me to slow down. He's telling me to be patient and to wait on Him. And He brought me to this verse that we've heard so many times, but maybe we just read it and not really think about the meaning, or we get different things every time we read it in the Bible. It's alive, sharp, and active, and it's able to separate our mind from our spirit. And today, when I read this Proverbs 3:5, I'll read it to you now. It's, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path." I think people take this verse for granted, and I think a lot of us do the opposite. And we direct our own path, and then we acknowledge Him and ask Him to protect us and open doors for us and kind of serve us and bless us, and when we make a decision, we want God to back us up on it, instead of leaning not on our own understanding, not making our own decision, but actually asking God, by acknowledging Him, what our next move shall be and what He wants us to do, and then He'll direct where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to do. And sometimes I feel like God's wants to see how much we love Him, because love is patient first and foremost. And if we're not patient to wait for an answer from Him, then we're not loving Him. So in this culture and society, we want everything right now. We want microwave dinners. We want fast food, drive-thrus. We don't even have patience to wait in line at the store. And I think that God's just trying to see if we really love Him by sometimes not answering us right away. Just like He pointed out Job to Satan, and allowed Satan to test Job to see how much he really did love God. So it's showing Satan how much we love God by when we pass that test of patience and waiting for God's answer, instead of just moving ahead and making our own decisions, and then asking God to be behind us in our decisions and work everything out for us the way that we want it to be, instead of first asking Him. Like, for instance, sometimes God will tell me what clothes to wear for the day in the morning, and I might not understand why I have to wear a certain outfit, but then I find out later, when it turns into an icebreaker for somebody, or if it makes them feel more comfortable what I'm wearing, or maybe even your hairstyle or your hat, the hat you're wearing that day. It could be anything that makes someone comfortable with you, and wherever God leads you after you put that on, it's for Him. So acknowledging God in every step of the way, is when it says, in all your ways, acknowledge him. So that means all of your ways, all the paths that you're taking, every decision that you're making, that you want to ask him, acknowledge what he would want you to do in that situation. Ask him what he wants, where to go, what store to go to, what food to eat, what clothes to wear, what job he wants you to have. Where he wants you to go out to eat. And then in this Bible that I have, the Spirit-filled Bible, the guy actually breaks down the words, and ways is the Hebrew word derek, which means a road, a course, a mode of action. It suggests specific opportunities a person may encounter on a reoccurring basis. And the most common segment of opportunity we experience regularly is each new day. It is as if the passage suggests that in all our days we should acknowledge God, and in so doing he will direct our paths. So every day, and I'm going to say even every single decision that you have to make, because one of the words that they gave for the definition was a road. So if you're driving down the street, there's a lot of roads that you're going to pass. Maybe God wants you to turn down one of those roads instead of just doing what you want to do and hurrying on past what God has in store for you and for somebody else, because we're here for God to live through us and not for ourselves. I'm going to pause this for a second because I'm running out of time on my phone. Alright, real quick. To end this, I just have a question for you. Are you allowing God to direct your path? Or are you choosing where you want to go and then asking him to favor you wherever you are? Because if you're in a situation where you're saying, how did I get here and what door did I open to deserve this? It was because you made your own decision. God didn't lead you there. God's